After more than 2 weeks, we now legally know what the former president wants to do after the FBI search of his Mar-a-Lago home. In this 27-page filing, former President Trump's lawyers say the search of Mar-a-Lago was unprecedented, aggressive, politically motivated, and that Trump's constitutional rights may have been violated, and the materials seized by the FBI may have actually been privileged, and FBI agents shouldn't have touched them. Team Trump is demanding 4 things. They want the court to appoint a special master. I'm going to tell you what that is in just a second. They want the Department of Justice review of all the items taken from Mar-a-Lago to stop until that special master is appointed. They want the government to provide a more detailed receipt of the property that was taken from Mar-a-Lago, and they want the government to return any seized items that were not within the scope of the search warrant. Now, I'm sure you're probably wondering, what's a special master? Well, in this case, it would be another third-party independent attorney who would be brought in to go through all the documents and materials that were seized from Mar-a-Lago to really determine if any of them were privileged or private and not related to the search warrant. For example, we know the former president's passports were swept up initially in the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, but then were returned because they were not part of the search warrant. So the former president and his team want to see, is there anything else that falls into that category? The Trump lawyers also mentioned getting their hands on the Department of Justice affidavit, which lays out the probable cause the DOJ says it has to believe a crime was committed. Now, speaking of that affidavit, yeah, the Trump team wants to see it, but so does the media. The only people who don't want it out, Department of Justice. Regardless, the judge in the case has ordered DOJ to submit some proposed redactions to that affidavit so that it may be released, at least in part. The judge will decide whether some, none, or all of the redactions can stay and whether or not the end result would be of any benefit to the public. Though the hearing is this Thursday, it's unclear whether the judge will decide on Thursday.